good news for the Philippines, good news for all of us who love traveling. May magandang balita. Last July 6, 2022, Cebu Pacific Air, the leading airline in the Philippines, hosted the first ever face-to-face actual press conference after the pandemic 2.5 years ago. And they announced that there will be a July 7 big sale nila for all their seats, discounted fares. And more important to me and to other people in media, they announced also that 88% of their capacity already restored na, buong system-wide of Cebu Pacific. What is the significance of this news? Tourism is recovering in the Philippines, also maybe worldwide. So let us continue to help and support Philippine tourism. Ang sinabi nila, what struck me and I was very pleasantly surprised, before the pandemic, that was 2.5 years ago, at the height of the tourism boom of the Philippines and the world, there were only 7 flights a day, every day from Manila to Boracay. Do you know now, July 2022, after 2.5 years pandemic, despite the inflation caused by the Ukraine-Russia NATO conflict, high oil prices and inflation, now there are 16 flights a day na Manila to Boracay, Cebu Pacific. From 7 flights a day, ngayon 16, di ba? Amazing. Cebu also, booming ang Manila to Cebu flights, Manila to Bohol, Manila to Palawan. Ang tawag dyan, sabi nila, revenge travel daw. Yung mga nakakulong for 2 years, 2.5 years, they now want to travel. So that's good news. Let us continue to wear masks, be healthy, but continue to adjust to the world with pandemic. Let us support Philippine tourism, and congratulations to Cebu Pacific, all their executives, their staff, for supporting Philippine economic recovery. I will show you a short video of what the executives of Cebu Pacific said.
But a lot more people are going out, a lot more people are flying. I mean, for us, just as an example, for us, in Boracay, pre-COVID, we were at around 7 times a day from Manila. Today, we're at around 16 times a day. And the flights are chock-a-block full on Boracay. And it's not just Boracay. We've seen it across a lot of our leisure destinations, whether it's Princesa, Coron, even trunk markets like Cebu, Davao, etc. So they're all pretty full. So second quarter, in terms of travel demand, we've seen a growth, quite a substantial growth in terms of total passenger traffic.
Sir, just a follow-up to that. Year on year, there will be growth. I'm curious about the quarter on quarter. So you're flying more passengers, you flew more passengers during the quarter than the previous quarter. No numbers either.
Yeah, certainly.
Certainly.
Definitely.
So right now, it's safe to say that because in other parts of the consumer spending, consumers are cutting down on the non-essentials. So far, the impact of this higher cost is not getting reflected on travel. People are still traveling. They're not, because basically, when you travel on vacation, I don't think it's essential, right? Unless you travel for business. So right now, you don't see that impact on leisure travel. That there's a slowdown in the demand right now.
We certainly have not seen it quarter on quarter and even year on year. Obviously, year on year is a very unfair comparison. But quarter on quarter, it continues to be strong in terms of overall passenger volumes.
Do you think this trend is going to be sustainable, or?
Well, I think that's the challenge whenever you're in an inflationary environment. I think people are impacted by rising prices, rising commodity prices, etc. And the airlines impacted by the same. But I guess part of our role and part of our mission is to try and entice more and more people to travel, which is why we do come out with frequent seat sales rather than you want an affordable fare, here's something you can travel 3 or 4 months down the road. So I think the seat sale we have is from September to January. So for as long as we think the airline can offer some value to our customers, we think that people will continue to take it. The other thing is, maybe the other thing we've noticed, and it's more anecdotal, you see a lot more people working from home. So it's not necessarily that they have to be in a certain place or stay here in Manila, for example, to continue to go to work. We have seen, and again, anecdotally, a lot more people working from the provinces, whether it's their home province or whether they go to the beach and just work from there.
If I may, on another matter, I'm curious. We've seen the peso weakening to 55, beyond 55. I'm curious how big a drag is the weaker peso on